If you're interested in dinosaurs and want a vacation, might I suggest the Dinosaur Diamond. In this video, I'd like to cover the top part of the diamond, specifically the Dinosaur National Monument. The monument is a massive archaeological dig that they decided to hold over so that the public could view it. They built a large building over it to protect the dig, and turned the entire thing into a large educational experience. Outside of the Dinosaur National Monument, while traveling around this diamond, here's a list of all the other activities that you can engage in. During our travels, we actually found the most interesting thing about the trip was the absolutely stunning scenery that this road network cuts through. The entire trip is about 650 miles long, and you probably want to schedule about 3 days to do it. You do want to, however, be thoughtful about the vehicle you take on this trip. There's not a whole bunch of civilization along there. So ironically, you may want to leave the electric car behind and take your vehicle powered by dinosaurs. As you enter the park, you know you are in the boonies when you cross a cattle guard. There is a fair drive from the front gate of the park to the actual monument, but you're so busy looking at the scenery you don't even notice it. Using video editing, I've bumped our speed up to about 400 miles per hour. Here we're approaching the booth where the ranger is supposed to take our money. Nobody's here. Huh.
Okay.
On this trip, it's looking like the Parks Department, lack of staff, didn't give them enough personnel so they could collect their fees. If we go straight here, we'll go to the campground, turn left to get to the monument. Just outside of the visitor center, we get to see our first dinosaur. This dinosaur has history, no pun intended. It was made to be displayed during a fair a long, long time ago. Well, in human years. When you go inside the visitor center, you'll find that it's mostly just an information booth. Over here on this wall, you can see there's a list of things you can do in the area. They're nice enough to give you time estimates. Normally, they require you to hop on a shuttle to go up and view the fossils. But again, staff shortages, so you have to drive yourself up there. Here we are at the fossil display. Unfortunately, because the large glass building and all the shadows inside, it was extremely difficult to do any kind of photography. But I'll try to give you a sample of what you'll see when you're in there. There's an enormous rock wall with thousands of fossils embedded in it. And these are just the fossils we can see. You can imagine what's behind the rock. Opposite of the cliff, they have several nice presentations. Inquiring minds would want to know, you see a skeleton. How do you come up with the picture in the back that showed what the outside of the dinosaur looked like? Okay, that's it for dinosaurs. Let's head on over and see what the campground looks like. You know it's going to be surrounded by some absolutely gorgeous scenery. Hey wait, did that sign say pterodactyls ahead? Let's go back and take a look. We see a cave. This is promising. Hike up the little trail to the cave. Then become extremely disappointed It's not pterodactyls, it's old vandals. But instead of using spray paint, they had to use locally sourced materials to do their vandalism. However, just outside of the cave, there's this really cool rock. That's pretty exciting. So the sign must have said Petroglyphs. Oh well, back onto the campground. Apparently, all of this area was underwater at one time, so we're effectively driving along a seabed. Let's pull over and take a look at some of this scenery up close. Next stop, Campground. A great plaque describing the area you just drove down. A campground underneath a hanging cliff. And can you imagine what the sky looks like without light pollution in this area? Well, thanks for watching.